This town's weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
Excuse me.
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Entelekea despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Entelekea, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelekea have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelekea themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruins Gate talked about the Entelekea earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the Child of the Full Moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next? I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
Yeah. Besides, we should make sure we're ready before heading back into the desert. Why don't we head back tomorrow? Rita, think you can tie up your loose ends in a day?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wizened of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. And that's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
Right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
Didn't Bellius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Jormungand and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Can a clear seal crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted. Cumore!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury.
Please, don't make us go!
Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that. But I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient. You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumore, everyone is aboard.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumore, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol.
Don't worry. That young man is very capable.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it!
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head-on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while. Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumore.